Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Girema Kwari. Thank you so much for watching my videos, liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing. I do really appreciate. Thank you. Those who have not yet subscribed, kindly do so. Thank you. So today you see me holding this rod of authority. This is the rod I was talking of Basotho people, the one which was given to Ndate, my husband. So this rod, I love it so much. I can't remember whether I was the first one to use it when I was hit with something on my leg. So you know, when women started using something which is not theirs, they end up taking it like it's theirs. So that's me. So now we don't know the real owner, whether it's for Ndate or it's for me. I think I can say it's for us. Yeah, so I love this so much, but for now we are not using it because I'm still very young. I'm still very young, but I just want to show you, you know, you hold here like this, like this. When you are engaged, you see how you do it, and it's very strong. You know, the tree they use does not rot. It's very strong. This is the Basotho rod of authority. So I'm talking about this because I want to talk about Lesotho today. I want to tell you about how we left Lesotho. So life was good in Lesotho with low cost of living. We were getting all the basics. It was fine, it was good, and the people were welcoming, and it was a peaceful kingdom. But as we were there, we met some colleagues, some friends, Zimbabwean friends, and I once said there was this friend called Museyamwa. It's not his real name, but I chose him to be Museyamwa. So Museyamwa was someone who was intelligent, was someone who was very knowledgeable, and he was also a traveler. And he was someone who, you know, those people who just have wisdom. So Museyamwa's point was that yes, life is good here in Lesotho. It's peaceful, but we need to move on. He was saying this place is not challenging. This place will hinder our growth. So he would always tell me that, May, your husband should not stay in this country. We need to move out of this country. It hinders his growth. How? His point was, if you relax in such an environment, it limits you. You may think that you have made it, and by the time you wake up, it may be too late. It's like when you are in maybe a place where you are not renting. Maybe you are a government worker, maybe let's say a police officer, and you are given accommodation by the government, or wherever you are given accommodation by the employer. His point was saying sometimes it may make you to relax, and you may end up forgetting that this is not your house. You need to have your own house. So he was saying many people end up not growing because of being in such a state where you are relaxed. He said we needed an environment that can steer us up, that can make us to grow quickly. You know, when you are renting, let's say you are renting in town or in capital cities where life is fast, things maybe are expensive. Maybe you get a landlord who is very troublesome. That is enough a push to make you realize that you need to have your own land. You need to have your own house. But if you are in such a state where you have this accommodation, it's good, yes. But for some, it may make them to relax. So Museyama was saying, this place is not good for us. It's not good for my husband because it will make us not to grow quickly, because there won't be competition. It's like go to Lagos. Life is fast there, is fast. Go to, is it Kampala, the capital city of Uganda? Life is fast there. Come to Harare, no, in Zimbabwe there. Life is very fast. In Nigeria, there is Lagos and Abuja. I don't know these other whatevers, cities there or towns. So I'm saying, if you are in those cities where life is fast, things are fast, you grow. You don't relax. Even your mind, you teach your mind to think. You think very fast, you think, you don't relax. That's what Mseyamwa was saying, that we need to be in such environments that steers up, that makes us not to relax. So they ended up going to Eswatini. It was Swaziland by that time, for registration with the nursing council. I remember when they were doing that, they were 3. They did that process, and by God's grace, this Museyama was the first one to get a job. And as soon as he arrived in Eswatini, he started buying newspapers almost every day, looking for, where they advertise, vacancies for jobs. So he would always give my husband, wherever he see that this one can fit for my husband, he would always give him, apply, you should come here. So by God's grace, it did not take months, and Ate got a job in Eswatini. So what I have learned is, in this journey, we need friends that are helpful, friends that promote our growth. Like this Museyama, it was not only Museyama, there was another friend. There was also another one, but I'm just choosing to name this Museyama because he was the leader in these things. He was fearless. That one was fearless. You need to be surrounded with such people who are fearless. You conquer your fears when you are with such people. That person, I really loved him, that Museyama, because he really helped us. So you need to check on your friends, whether those friends are helpful, whether they promote your growth or they hinder your growth. For us, we thank God for this Museyama. It was not only on that one. He helped us also, I told you, when we were looking for our first car. He helped us also on another issue. I will not tell you of that one, but he helped us in many ways. I will not forget this Museyama. Even when my husband was going to Eswatini, he said, I have a friend who at least have a house. So he had introduced my husband to that friend of his. So my husband started staying at that friend's house, and then that friend of Museyama became my husband's friend also. So we need such friends. We need such friends. And also I said, we need to look into the future. In whatever country, whatever place you are in, look into the future. See whether that place promote your growth. But also it depends with your vision. For us, we were young. We did not take that Lesotho as a bus stop. For us, it was a stepping stone. So for us to get a job in Eswatini, and many things that happens to us, which was good for us, we thank God, and also we thank Him for giving us such friends who were destined to help us. In Lesotho, we met friends that were really helpful. I'm not saying in Eswatini we did not meet such friends, but I'm saying when it comes to this issue of moving from country to country, having eyes that is look into the future, we got that spirit in Lesotho. The spirit of moving from country to country, being fearless. Wherever there are greener pastures, if a door opens, we go. We just work with what is there. When the grasses are brown, we leave, we go to another country. And also in Lesotho, I thank God because we also had the Congolese who were very prayerful, God-fearing. I remember there was another one, Ndate, a Congolese, who would always come to our place, always encourage us to pray. By that time we had one child, but he would come and always encourage us to pray and say, once you have started this journey of living in moving from country to country, living in countries that are not yours, you need to be prayerful. You need God for you to raise children in such countries. So that Ndate was very helpful in terms of the spiritual side, in terms of seeing where we can go. Museyamwa was number one in that. He also taught us that even when we are going to Zimbabwe, we don't just have to just go straight from Lesotho, South Africa, Beit Bridge, or from Eswatini, South Africa, Beit Bridge. He said, no. Sometimes you need to depart from Eswatini, then you enter South Africa, then you enter Botswana, then you enter Zimbabwe. Sometimes you can go to Zimbabwe via Mozambique. That was the Museyamwa for us. He was saying you need to get used to cross borders, get used to different environments, get used to new countries. So you can just decide to travel to Zimbabwe via Mozambique or via Botswana, not just getting used to that same country. So I do really appreciate the time we had with this Museyamwa. We became fearless. You also need such friends. That's all I can say. That's how we moved from Lesotho to Eswatini. And also when we arrived in Eswatini, we could see it that for sure it was different than where we were staying in Lesotho. Because for us, we were not in Masero. I don't know those ones who were in Masero. Where we were staying, it was quiet, very peaceful and quiet. There was nothing that could steer you up. So you find that it becomes very challenging when you think of building your capacity. Sometimes you end up thinking you have made it. Have you really seen those people like who are working deep in those rural areas? And if it's nurses, they are called Mbuya in my language, Sekuru, and you are highly honored, highly respected by the community. Sometimes you end up thinking that you have made it, you relax there. By the time you come out of that place, you realize maybe if you had just a certificate, others have built their capacity, and you are still far below. Museyamwa didn't like that. So I thank God for meeting this Museyamwa and the friends we had in Lesotho. I just chose to tell you about Museyamwa, but they were many. So that's all I can say for today. We need such friends. We need to open our eyes when we're in any country. Thank you so much. I think I have talked. See you next time. Thank you. See you next time. Thank you. Goodbye.